Coming up tonight, the Bahamas on track to becoming the hub for the Caribbean. This as the first Seattle to Nassau direct flight touchdown at LPIA. Our Berthany McDermott takes us aboard. Plus, creating future leaders today. The Office of the Prime Minister launching a series of programs to tackle climate change. And later, Christmas comes early for residents in the Fox Hill community. Our Joshua Williams attended the festive giveaway and he has the joyous recap. These stories and so much more as Our News Weekend starts now. This is Our News Weekend. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Megan Shepard. The door to opportunities is how tourism officials describe the inaugural Air Alaska flight from Seattle to Nassau this week, with the notion of the Bahamas as the hub for the Caribbean. Our Berthany McDermott was on that flight and shares all the highlights.
The morning started in Bahamian style. Eager Bahamas-bound Seattle passengers were greeted at Gate C11 with authentic Bahamian entertainment.
Y'all ready for flight?
The first Seattle to Nassau direct service operated by Alaska Air touched down at LPIA 5.5 hours later, shortly after 6 p.m.
On behalf of all of us at Alaska Airlines, a proud member of One World Alliance, it has been our pleasure serving you today.
An entourage from tourism and a small Junkanoo rush out welcomed the weary yet still excited passengers. The short welcoming ceremony included Deputy Prime Minister and Tourism Minister Chester Cooper, who spoke to the potential partnerships this brings.
We will ensure, working hand in hand with you, that this venture is exceedingly successful, and I know that you will be filling all of your flights both ways between Nassau and Seattle and LA, as well as the other way around. This is a great opportunity to share the word of the Bahamas, all it has to offer. It's an opportunity to open new gateways from the West Coast.
This is the 7th country for Alaska Airlines and the 101st destination from Seattle. Alaska Airlines VP of Revenue Management and Network Planning, Kirsten Amarin, is hoping to build on the partnership.
I think as I look forward, I've just seen such partnership from everybody here in the Bahamas, and I just hope to build upon that for the years to come. So just thank you very much for inviting our airline into your country and looking forward to many, many years and more flights.
The beginning of opportunities is how Director General Latia Duncombe categorized the occasion.
And the doorways and the pathway that it opens to increasing our 8 million that our Deputy Prime Minister announced earlier this month. We're excited about the Pacific Northwest, about Canada, and beyond.
As passengers disembarked, Nassau Paradise Island Promotion Board CEO Joy Jibril had this advice.
We are delighted to introduce you to our beautiful twin islands that have something to offer every traveler, from the adventure seeker to those looking for relaxation and luxury.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Berthany McDermott.
Global leaders uniting at COP28 in Dubai this month to launch impactful initiatives that will empower the next generation to combat climate change. Dr. Rochelle Knowles, climate advisor to the Prime Minister, tells us about the international launch of the Deep Science Venture and how it will do just that.
The Venture Science Doctorate is a venture-led PhD program to build our economy. It is fully accredited, fully funded, 4 times faster than traditional PhD startup career paths, and 100 times more likely to create a startup business.
During COP28, the Bahamas also saw the graduation of the first cohort of participants for the Alliance of Small Island States Fellowship. Dr. Knowles adds that 2 more spots are now open, and the deadline for applicants is January 6, 2024.
The program is a unique opportunity for young professionals from countries to get their hands-on training and experience on issues of law, policy, and science, and to build enduring capacities within the OASIS member governments. They are to be engaged in the international process. The fellowship program is for 1 year, and the fellows will work within the UN Permanent Mission in New York. They will receive a comprehensive training on climate change, ocean, environmental protection, and sustainable development issues, and gain real-world negotiating experience working with their national delegations and AOSIS partners.
And come 2024, the Small Development Goals SDG Challenge will officially be launched.
This challenge is open to youths from the ages of 16 to 24 to participate in the matters relative to SDGs. You will note that the SDGs is one of the UN's internationally agreed forum, just like climate change, that comes to an end in 2030. All countries are therefore required to provide a final report which shows how they have developed within the 17 SDG goals.
An aggressive manhunt is underway for a suspect wanted in connection with an overnight shooting in the Fox Hill area around 9 o'clock last night. Police say the victim was at his Romer Street home when he responded to someone calling his name. Police say when he opened the door, he met an armed masked man who opened fire. He was hit in the upper torso before police say the suspect escaped. The victim was taken to hospital by ambulance and is said to be in stable condition. Police are appealing to anyone who can help the investigation to call 911, 919, or the Criminal Investigation Department at 502-999-1. Well, we hope you've been paying attention and hunting during our Thursday and Friday newscast, because tonight we reveal the second winner of Holly's Holiday Hunt. Those that spotted Holly during Friday's newscast will have a chance to win one of our fabulous prizes. Stick with us to see if that winner is you. And lots more to get to tonight, but first we turn our attention to the ongoing wet weather. Meteorologist Ian McKinsey joins us now with your first look at weather. Ian, how much longer can we expect this liquid sunshine?
Thanks, Megan. Good evening, Bahamas. We are under fair skies. The sun is out now and the rain is finally gone. Winds are from the southwest, 20 miles per hour. Feels like temperature 73. Current temperatures across the country right now: Freeport, we have 72, 76 in Marshall, as well as Nicholstown, Andros, 75 in Allenstown, Bimini, a pair of 77s in the capital and Governor's Harbor, and 78 in Great Harbor Key. In the Central Bahamas, we have 76 in Camps Bay, 77 in Arthur's Cat Island, 78 in Georgetown, 80 in Deadman's Key, and 72 in Coburn Towns in Salvador. For the Southeast Bahamas, we have 80 in Duncantown, Ragged Island, as well as Colonel Hill, Crooked Island, 81 in Delectable Bay and Mathutown and Nagua, 79 in Abrahams Bay and Providenciales, Turks and Caicos. Taking a look now at our satellite and radar imagery, we have some cloudiness, and this is all associated with a frontal boundary that is attached to that low pressure system that causes much havoc over the weekend. Now it's pulling out to the northeast and away from us. Stick around for extended forecasts where we will hear more about the beautiful weather that's straight ahead.
Still to come on Our News Weekend, Santa came early to Paradise this year. We'll tell you all about the toy drive hosted by one of the major local resorts. And then, creating memories of a lifetime. Tropic Buzz Content Studio wants you to bring the family down for their Jingle Bell Snap holiday campaign. The festive details coming up when Our News Weekend returns.
Doctors Hospital is reimagined primary care. We have invested to improve our health system, ensuring that accessible, affordable, world-class clinical care is closer to you. Your relationship with a primary care provider shapes the foundation of your overall health. Our new, modern primary care facilities are where critical diagnosis and true personalized treatment begin. With locations across New Providence, Grand Bahama, and Exuma, we invite you to experience the Doctors Hospital difference. Book your next appointment at clinics.doctorshos.com.
Have you heard that sound? It's the sound of us. Since our origins, we burst music. Our sounds mixed together. So let us hear your sound too. Your sound of passion, of joy, of friendship. The sound of your style and the beat of your night. It's time to play together the sound of Guinness, the sounds of greatness.
Margaritaville getting in on the holiday spirit with its annual toy drive, Christmas with Santa, recently. Over 400 employees and kids were a part of the Yuletide season giveaway. Human Resources Area Director Latoya Kemp describing it as the resort's way of saying thank you to employees for their hard work year-round.
Margaritaville sponsored toys for every single employee's child. We have about 425 employees, and today we expect a showing of 250 children. So we have a huge event set up for them today. As you can see, we have a lot of toys, we have fun, we have games. This is our iconic Icon Center. We have Santa that's here, we have the photo booth, as well as face painting.
And she says it was an even more special day for the little ones.
This is our way of showing them that we care. We want to connect with our employees on a personal level. And when you're talking about your kids, it doesn't get more personal than that.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Well, in this case, it's Jingle Bell Snap. Tropic Buzz Content Studio is looking to help you and your loved ones create and capture lasting memories this holiday season. Photographer Roderick Wells gave us an inside look into the holiday Jingle Bell Snap campaign.
If you look around town, you see like some flyers. And they have like the QR scanner codes. You could point your phone at that and enter. And then, or you could just go on jinglebellsnap.com and enter your information. Jingle Bell Snap is a Christmas photo promotion that we're doing right now. It's for families, friends, single individuals. You want to come and get your photo taken. We have some wonderful prizes. You enter to win automatically once you book.
The studio, located on Montrose Avenue, offers two backdrops, allowing families to fully capture the essence of the holiday season in a style of their choosing.
We have two backgrounds. We have the traditional side and we have a more modern side. And, so it's good for mix it up if you want to have something for more on the New Year's, celebrating that, and then you have something for, Christmas.
Weld says photos are the perfect keepsake, whether you share them with your loved ones or frame them for lasting memories.
It's the perfect time to come and take have your photos taken. It's family, it's fun, create precious memories, and what is more lasting than photos, right? So just come in and get your photo taken. You can just go to our website at www.jinglebellsnap.com and just book right there. We have two options. You can pay in full or you can pay later, and that makes it better for everybody.
When our news comes back from the break, our Tage Adderley has an exclusive interview with BJ Murray. Could he be the future of Bahamian baseball? Stick around for his incredible story. Plus, the Bahamas' Carifta swim team looking for a six-peat next year. But that accomplishment could be in jeopardy. We'll tell you how when our news weekend continues. Welcome back to our news weekend. BJ Murray has the potential to be the next Bahamian in the big leagues. Our Tage Adderley was able to talk to him about his standout season. Let's take a look.
BJ Murray is the future of Bahamian baseball. The corner infielder had a sublime season for the Chicago Cubs AA affiliate Tennessee Smokies, hitting .263 with an .844 OPS, 16 home runs, and 74 RBI, en route to helping his team secure a Southern League championship. I had the chance to speak to the 2022 Don't Blink Home Run Derby champ during this year's festivities. He said the reason for his success is simple.
I work hard, and I can continue to work hard, so I think working hard kind of sets you up for success,
His outstanding play landed him in the minor leagues All-Star game, the MLB Futures game, which means his organization tabbed him in the next crop of MLB superstars. He talked about the experience.
It was cool just to be around like that kind of talent. Like even Lawrence Butler was there. it was just cool, a cool experience, and to be recognized in that kind of setting was pretty cool. So.
Namori balled out in the minors, but will he be on the north side in 2024?
I hope so. God willing. God willing. I hope so.
We'll be watching when he does. For Our Sports, I'm Tage Adderley.
The Bahamas' Carifta swimming team are 5-time consecutive champions, and they hope to six-peat next year when we host the games. But according to Bahamas Aquatics President Algernon Cargill, that sixth consecutive win could be in jeopardy. Cargill spoke exclusively with Our News about the current challenge.
That's going to be a challenge for us because while the government has fully thrown its financial support behind Carifta, there's a local organizing committee. I'm the deputy chair of that committee, and Jarrell Mullings is the CEO, and Harrison Thompson is the chairman. But that we have a good organizational team that's helping us to prepare for the games. But in my opinion, the challenge will be we don't have the facility to train in. And while the NSA is doing all it can, we probably won't get back in the 50-meter pool until February.
Cargill tells us why the Betty Kelly Kenning Aquatics 50-meter pool being ready and available is so important for the team.
So our athletes have not had the opportunity for any race competition this year, and they have had to travel overseas because there's really no 50-meter pool that they can train in the Bahamas. With the 50-meter pool, they can actually time their sets, they can time their strokes, and they know exactly what their strengths and weaknesses are in the water. But if they practice in a 25-meter pool, it's a completely different scenario. Every 25 meters, they have to stop or kick off the wall. But in the 50-meter pool, you have to keep pushing past the 25-meter mark. So from that perspective, we are at a disadvantage.
When Our News Weekend comes back from the break, it's the season of giving, and residents in the Fox community got their share of holiday giving recently. Plus, the holiday giveaway continues. The second winner of Holly's Holiday Hunt is just on the other side of this break. Stick with us to see if that lucky winner is you. Welcome back. A collaborative effort unfolding in the Fox Hill community on Friday as the Fox Hill Committee joined forces with residents, government, and corporate Bahamas for its inaugural holiday community giveaway. Scores of community members gathered outside the community center, eager to receive food and clothing. Joshua Williams reports on the heartwarming initiative.
Christmas coming a week early for Fox Hill residents as the local festival committee held its holiday giveaway. Hundreds of residents stood in line for a hot meal, groceries, and a bag of clothes. Tourism and International Coordinator for the committee, Georgette Garvin, says the need in the community was recognized early on.
We saw the early morning flocks at social service, at the Member of Parliament office, at the Feeding Network, and we said, listen, why don't we just pitch in and just give to anybody? We don't need to know where you're from, your credentials, just come and have a nice time. So what we did, how we got all this stuff going, we wrote letters to both corporate and international businesses, and so we had some pitched in, and so we're here.
Governor expressing this passionate statement about why initiatives like these are important.
There's no end to poverty, and so if we can find a hot plate of food every day, it means a lot to someone. You know, we don't have middle class anymore. We don't have first class, as we would say in our country anymore, because even those that live behind the gate sometimes have a hard time meeting their bills and providing groceries for their family.
And she credits the public and corporate Bahamas for helping to make Friday's Christmas donation possible.
Some of the local Foxhillians, both private homes and businesses alike, and then we reached out to MSC Cruise Lines, partnering with United Shipping. Then we had MSC Cruise Line, then we had Royal Caribbean, who partnered with Bahamas Feeding Network, along with the Consultant Physician Staff Association here in Nassau. They provided funds for us to get the groceries and get the food provided and that sort of stuff.
Senators also sharing in the holiday cheer, including Senate President Lachelle Adderley.
This is a good great way for us to come out, touch and feel, speak with people, find out their needs, find out their desires for the country for next year. And so that's why the senators are here, because this is what we do. And actually, the entire Bahamas is our constituency. So always a pleasure to be here and to serve our great Bahamian people.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Joshua Williams.
It's time now for your extended weather forecast. Meteorologist Ian McKenzie is back in the Weather Center. Ian, what can we expect throughout the family of islands for the week ahead?
Thanks, Megan. Welcome back, everyone. Here's a look now at your extended forecast, where we have some cloudiness associated with a cold front that pushed through the area earlier today. That is expected to move through the central and then eventually into the southeast Bahamas. This area low pressure will continue to pull to the northeast and away from us, clearing the way across our area. Here we can see this low pressure system where it is expected to create a bit of some discomfort for residents along the northeast coast. So folks who may be traveling can expect some delays as well as some unsettled weather. Boating forecasts across the northwest Bahamas continuing a bit choppy. Small craft remain in port, winds west to northwest 15 to 25 knots, seas 5 to 8 feet, but up to 12 feet offshore on those northeast easterly swells. High tide at 11:31 p.m., low tide at 5:37 a.m. tomorrow morning. For the central and southeast Bahamas, again, small craft remain in port, winds southerly 15 to 25 knots, seas 5 to 8 feet, but up to 12 feet offshore in those easterly swells. Here's a look now at your national forecast. And in your extended forecast, clearing skies expected tomorrow pretty much through most of the week. The weekend we expect some showers to return across the area. So we're looking at highs in the mid 70s with the lows to the mid to low 60s. That's a wrap in your evening forecast. Make it a great, safe, fun night, everyone. Last week to do your Christmas shopping.
Thanks, Ian. It's time to announce our next winner of Holly's Holiday Hunt. 12 superfans qualify this go round. Let's find out who our winner is. Susan Kerr, you have earned a fantastic prize, a $200 gift card from Bahama Handprints. Congratulations, and a heartfelt thank you to everyone who participated and kept the hunt alive with their dedication. And Bahama Handprints for a lovely gift. Congratulations again to Susan Kerr and to all our viewers. The hunt continues. Thank you so much for joining us for Our News Weekend tonight. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Megan Shepard. Have a safe and wonderful evening.